guys, it's or good afternoon. It's a 4:08 p.m. Today I'm doing video early, and it's a May 23rd, Tuesday, 2023, and today we had a down day. So I was not hoping for the down day, but there were levels. If those levels get broken, then yes, down move may happen. So, and this is all related to that depth ceiling related news. So, but anyway, continue to favor long above this area 44.48 and Q above this. In general, that's the bigger idea. Buyers are there above that area. Today ideally I want to see buyers holding it above preferred buyers area, -1 support down. For same story as yesterday. For both NQ and ES, break below preferred buyers area, once -1 support down, you can only take reactionary shorts to the next level, and you can continue to look for longs below 41.84 as well, right? So 84, right? So this is 84, right? And Globex low was, what was the Globex low? Same level, okay? So below 84, -1 support down, which is this, you can short, reactionary short, right? You can also take short below 84 and look for long also, okay? Because overall about this area, buyers are still active, okay? So now dream number 900, 918, right? Which is this, okay? Now in the overnight, see here this note right here. Yesterday's idea was it may fail at 943 or somewhere from in between 956 to 975, right? So this is 956 to 975. This was the idea yesterday, and then price may come down straight to 874. So this is the first idea, 943 to 874. That was the short we played yesterday. And then yesterday I also said it will visit 956, 975, maybe one time. It didn't happen yesterday. Today in the overnight, that idea played out here. See, right around Asian time, it went there. See that 975 to the T almost, right? And then it just slided down, okay? And then overnight price activity, you can see it all the way up to here. So it basically went through 874. 874 was the level. Price held it yesterday too many times. Buyers basically held this area, and in the overnight finally it went through it after getting response from here, okay? That's the story. But buyers are still active, okay? But that's the story, we can't forget it. Now going off the open, so that's why this area I put it as aggressive sellers. This area I put it at aggressive buyers, because when price open, price was here, right? You have to assume overall buyers still have a control about this area in NQ, way below this area above, right? So it is possible if price gaps down near yesterday's low, it can run up, go through this 874, turn 874 as a support, and that is our aggressive buyers area, and we can go long, target this, okay? Or we can play this yesterday's low as a long and target this area, because technically this aggressive buyers area is a resistance until broken, right? So first time up, 874 will react, because if you look at it here, yesterday's price action, this is yesterday, 874 held it, held it, held it, held it, held it, right, throughout the day. So this area, when price is opening up, let's say here today, right, or right around here, it will go back and retest that area, either go through it or turn that into resistance. First time up, if you're long from bottom, you take profit here, or you can even short here back to this area and you are out. And then depending on the day trading internals and everything else, you have to evaluate again, okay? So that's the story, simple story, right? So here, right, so based on this 874, I knew 866 and 860 area, NQ had also spent time yesterday below 874. So actually day before also. So I took the short right at 866, 865 here. So I was not supposed to short, but I didn't see any long here right of the open, right here. So because price already just ran up straight. So 874 being yesterday's support and resistance, this was a short idea targeting this, as I talked about it, right? 874 to 842. This was my trade. I was only looking for 20 points in NQ or 5 point in ES. In this case, I only took the NQ's trade. I did not take trade in ES, and then I was done. Okay. Now, why this trade here? Because when NQ went here, ES already broke out. So like what was ES here? CS was running higher, NQ was running slower, right? And then here, like first time when ES was here, it pulled back, NQ pulled back here, then ES just went through this morning small balance, NQ was still holding that balance, right? So it's a divergence. So NQ being NQ, it can do back and forth. So this was the idea, and then I was done. My official trading was done here. Then we were watching it, that ES was ping-ponging between 90 and 93, basically this area. So it was trying to turn this area into seller's area, preferred buyer's area, because 90, 93 and 98, three levels were important yesterday, right? So yesterday, if you look at it, price similar as 874, price held 98, 93, 90, all this level. Now today, price opening up below, all three level can act as a resistance, right? But that was not the idea, like short here and hope for price to tank. Idea was price may go through it, and then we can go look for long here, targeting gap fill and other areas, But while price was balancing it, ES was going higher, touching 98. See, this guy was not moving higher. So that was the morning trade here, right here at 960 to 940. Okay, 860 to 840. Then price was chopping around here. It was holding this 842, yesterday's low. So since price was holding it above it, here at 850, when it went higher again here, this time it like tried to go higher around what time? 952, and ES was close to 98, like. So here, since ES was already rising, internals were rising, right? It makes sense to go long in NQ at 850, but you have to get it from the lower time frame and target this 874 to begin with. At the same time, there was some news at 9:45 and 10 o'clock, so to be watch out. So I didn't take this trade, but I was guiding them in Discord that this could be support, now 850, 860 could be resistance, all these things. And then ES was not going anywhere, so the morning opening area was 85, 87, which it held it here, and then again back to this area, right? So it was like heavy chop. Fed speakers were talking, senators were talking about debt ceiling, So after this trade, I did not do any live trade. I was done. That was the goal to begin with, that I will only look for 20 points in NQ today or 5 point in ES. That's it, and then I will not trade. So at 11 up to 10:45, I waited, in Discord with folks, and then I said, what? Now there is no point, because price was doing this. We couldn't find any trade. We were waiting for price to go out of this balance, and we couldn't find any trade. So we stopped trading. After that, so here, right? Finally, price broke below 84. So that's where the door is open now for shorts, because now there is a double confirmation. First, price held this area. So basically sellers defended this area heavily, which was a support yesterday. It turned into resistance now, right? So 98, 93, 90, all are resistance. Not in this balance, but once price leaves the balance and broke below 84, which is here, this area, when price was here at this point, now it is confirmed that this is a firm resistance for today. And now it broke below 84, which it says break below 84, you can take a short, right? So once it went through it, right, Now you want to wait for a pullback to this area, and then you can short if your NQ is also doing the same thing. NQ, I said 814 is the preferred buyers area, right? This area. So NQ was holding. This was a morning low. Once this low is taken out along with ES, this area 822 to 814 can act as a resistance. So if NQ and ES both comes into the resistances, which is also first hour low, and this balance bottom, you can take a short, which is around right around here, 1310, 1313. Now if you look at NQ, 1310, 1313, see that same time. So now you can take a short here, target this low somewhere here, or you can target this 73 area, backup buyers area, right? So here you bail out here, right, this area, and then you wait and watch. At this point, since price made a new low, held this area, chances are if it goes through this low, it is going to go back all the way up to this area, one of these two, and NQ will go towards the next support, which is this area, right? Basically it will break below this. So here NQ held the hunting level for this week right here, right? So at least this is a sign that sellers are holding. Then it came back down again here, again held it. Now this is a mini balance. So if you're trading later in the day, when this is broken, right, you can short right here, 750 round number, or you can take a breakdown also here, which is around 1420, and then at the time ES was also going below this low, right? So most likely now it will not pause here, it will skip this level because of this strong down move. It may go up to this area or this area. So here you can take profit in ES if you shorted right around here, around this area. And then that's pretty much it. Now if you are still trading later in the day, see this official area, balance bottom, is not being tested completely here, right? So if price comes there later in the day, which is this, see that, you can take a short. And that's pretty much it, So idea was to stick with longs, but now since the way price reacted here, see price went through this and up to here and then comes down, then you can go for long, because now this, it didn't respected this, came down, maybe it's a support, maybe this area can act as a support, you go long, target this, and you're done, right? But while it was like moving down faster, you can't go long at the first test, you have to look for pause. So here if you want to make a, let's say if you want to make a case for long, right? So here there was a long setup, but it's up to you whether you want to take it or not take it, so which was right around here. See this area, this support, price went through it, immediately popped back up, right? So this is a failed breakdown of this support. So when it popped back up like this, if it pulls back there again, it will act as a support, which is this area. See that, 1 2 3 4. Here you can go long, target this. So basically you have to scale here, because overall is the price is downtrending, right? So you have to scale here. So let's say you draw a line here like this, when price goes here, right? Now you better watch these things like this, right? So you have to put your stop very tight now here, you have to be ready. You scale here, so around what time, 1407. So look at NQ, 1407, right? Now you look at it, 1407. Did NQ went above this high? No, right? Did ES went above this high? Yes. Do you scale it here or take a full profit? Up to you. I would take a full profit here. Why? Because day is downtrending so far, right? Now we took this long, and because overall context is still supporting buyers, so we took this long right here. Now expectation is it should go through this and go higher, right? And here we will evaluate scale, profit, whatever, right? So when ES went through these things, NQ did not go above this high. It's a divergence. You take a profit 100% here, you know, and then that's it. You can even short here, you know, the moment you see this, you can even short here, but that's a risky short, you know. So because technically price can come down here, again do ping pong and again go back and forth. So once it goes through this area, this balance, right, see this support, now you move this line up right here, right, and now you look here, see that now this area is broken. So if you're lucky and let's say price pulls back here, you know, you can short targeting this or even this, right. So let's see here a tail, this is a stop run, you know, so right there you go short, target this, see that here, mini pop and down, see. So you have to just watch the price, you know, then you can take all these trades, few points, you know, here and there you have to take it. The goal is not to trade entire day, the goal is to take only 5 points, 10 points in ES max, and NQ anywhere from 10, 20, 30 points. That's it. That is the goal every day. You have to maintain it. Consistency matters, not the quantity or quantity, you know. Few points a day consistently you will make it, but if you look for everyday trend down day and you want to capture from here to here, you know, and then here to here, it will be difficult to be profitable consistently, you know? So look for few points, grab few points, you are done. Next day again come, grab few points and you're done, you know. So that be all for today. Now tomorrow I have no clue, you know. I would still say this, you know, about this, buyers have a control, you know, and in Q still buyers have a control. So now based on today's move, down move, right, what you don't want to see, so what you want to see from sellers, right, so you want to see sellers holding it below this area, so 77. So you want to see price staying below 77, that's it, you know, for sellers. And buyers, you want to see price going above 77, okay, to begin with. For NQ, you want to see price staying below NQ is little bit tough, so probably this hunting level, you know, which is 800, 814, you know, this area you want to see NQ staying below, that's it. Then I would assume sellers still have some juice to take price down somewhere lower, a little bit lower, but if price goes through this, then you know it's a neutral territory, okay. And that be all for today.